Greetings, family. It's Empress D. I'm here to check in with you all, family. I hope everybody's good. And sending love to anybody who's watching and to everybody out there, family. Again, I love everybody until you give me a reason not to. And then once you give me that reason not to love you, I am indifferent towards you. It's like you don't exist. I don't even spend time hating or having negative energy or vibes to anybody. I do not waste my time with that. My energy is so precious. I'm very, very mindful and intentional with how I distribute it, family. All right. I don't know the exact quote, but this is what comes to me. What does it profit a man if he gains the whole world and sells his soul? Family. Let's talk about selling the soul, the selling of the soul. Really, family, it's not what you think. It is not what you think at all. Is selling your soul signing in blood on a contract? Yes, it could be. But selling your soul could be so much simpler than that, family. In my opinion and from my perspective, the selling of the soul is anytime you do something or engage in something that your inner voice, that little voice inside doesn't want to do. Anytime you say yes when you really want to say no is selling your soul. Anytime you engage in an activity that you genuinely know that you should not be engaging in to achieve a certain end goal or result, that is selling your soul, family. I'm talking about this topic today because, ironically, I had two separate conversations with two individuals yesterday. And it was so funny. One was in person and one was on the phone. And in both of those conversations, both of those individuals admitted to having to do something, and I'll be specific, to take certain injections in order to gain citizenship or a green card to another country. They admitted that they didn't want to do it. Actually, no, one person admitted that they didn't want to do it. And the other person, and this is what they said, and it breaks my heart to hear people speak like this, is that they rationalized it that sometimes you have to do things that you don't want to gain something. And again, family, in my definition that I just said a few seconds earlier, anytime you do something to gain something that is against your principles or against what you really want to do, that is selling your soul. It is selling your soul. And why is it selling your soul, family? It's because you have to live with yourself for the rest of your life, knowing that you did something in order to gain something that you didn't really want to do, but you did it because you were told to do it in order to get a certain result. A lot of the times the result is money. All right. We are very familiar with people selling their souls for money, engaging in all kinds of diabolical and actually negative, evil, malevolent activities in order to gain a certain result. We all have heard of stories of that, family. But it is also people often agree to do something to get out of a situation too. They think, okay, I'll just do this now and I'll fix it later. Family, sometimes there is no fixing it later. Sometimes when we make choices, the repercussions are for a lifetime, if not translating into the next, right, family? Sometimes these choices affect your whole entire bloodline. Family, do not sell your soul. That quote is real. What does it benefit a man to gain the whole world, but sell your soul, but get rid of your soul or lose your soul? Your soul, that's what we have to protect. That's that essence inside of us that connects us to the Creator, family. We cannot take it lightly. Anyway, that's my quick message for today. I really encourage people to, and it's not easy to do. And I guess we're not all built the same. I get it. And so, everybody is on this planet to make their own choices and live the life and live their life as they see fit. So again, you got to do what you got to do, but I would encourage, see, let me just share where I'm coming from. I'm at a point, but I've always been this way, family. I never wanted to do something that didn't sit right with me. I've always been that way, but it's like it's become really heightened in the last 5.5, 6 years, in that I simply cannot engage in activities that do not resonate with me. I remember that I have a lovely, 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 lovely friend that I absolutely adore that wanted me to tell a lie to a mutual acquaintance. And, they just said, just do this for me, because I just want to, for whatever reason. They had their reasons, and their reasons were legitimate, and that they wanted me to, just withhold certain information from this mutual friend. I ended up having a conversation with the mutual friend, and they asked me, and I tried to sideswipe the conversation, but that mutual friend brought the conversation right back to that topic that my dear friend wanted me to keep this information from this person about, and I just couldn't do it. I fessed up and I told the truth. And so after that conversation, I went to my dear friend and I said, listen, I know you wanted me to withhold this information from this person, but I couldn't do it. I just can't lie like that. And I explained it to them, and they, at the end of the day, regardless of how they felt about it, I just have to be true with what sits in my heart. You know what it is, family? I've really, and I think I've been like this all my life, but again, in the last 6 years or so, I cannot be anything but authentic. And so if you don't like what you see, that's okay. Just don't interact with me, because I am going to be authentic, because I actually really love myself. I've really cultivated that relationship with really loving myself. And the things that I might not have liked so much about myself, I've altered and changed and worked on. Right? And so who I am right now is who I'm very proud to be. And so I shine my authenticity every day, anywhere I go, anything I do, I show up the same person. And it's because I actually really love who I am. And so I recognize that this might not be everybody's experience, because, to be honest, most people do not put this work into themselves. It's not easy work. It's difficult, it's painful, but so worth it. And again, one of the tools that I use to really get to know and love myself is going out in nature, family. I'm telling you, I will always preach that. That it has so much benefit to our soul. So that's about it, family. I think there was a little something that came to my mind to share, but it's gone, and I'm not going to keep you. I just wanted to check in and say what's up, family, and send love and kindness to everybody, all right? Thank you for taking the time to listen to this message. I really love and I value each and every one of you. One love.